What's up, you guys? What's going on? It is Saturday, May 2nd. Yeah, it's been a minute, a big minute, a long minute. I don't even know. I've had issues with getting on here to do this. Not that I lost interest in doing it, but I kind of lost. I haven't had time really. Been working and then getting out of work and then just coming home, and yeah, life has been hitting me hard. Right? I don't know if you guys can even hear me. Let's see this. Right. Let me put this here. And then you guys can hear me. It's not moving around. But yes. Yeah, I don't even have like energy in me really to do this the right way. I went to try to do this on my desktop and the headphones weren't charged. I left them on the thing, headphones weren't charged, so I couldn't connect none of the sound, so everything was going to sound crazy. But I guess we can do some updates on some of the happenings in the news. The last 2 weeks in this world on the news have been insane. All right, I think we had another attempt on the president, which is crazy to me. I was joking at work, and I was like, yo, it's like the 70s out here. People just trying to walk up and get the president. I swear, back in the day, the president would just be walking down the street, and then people would just run up and pop him. It was craziness back in the day. Like, people would get assassinated on TV, like prime news, like it was nothing back in the day. And I guess they're trying to make America great again and go back to that. I don't know, but it's a little ridiculous, if you ask me. Yeah, that last one, I don't know. I think they're trying too many times, and it's looking more and more staged in my eye. Like, I don't understand how he got in the building. I don't understand how he got in that hallway. I don't understand how he got through those metal detectors and past all of those people. Like, I don't get it. I was saying to myself that they look more, Secret Service looks more like security at a WWE event. Like, somehow there's like 50 security officers there, and John Cena dives over all of them to get to whoever. Like, it's crazy. Like, trying to stop Stone Cold drive a beer truck into the arena. Somehow he manages to get past all of these people. Don't make no sense. But it's a crazy time. Crazy time. How did he get in that building? That's not like that building had to have like just crazy security all over the place. Unless all of a sudden the shit is lacking. Like, he half-ass a president, so I'm a half-ass security. Like, it's craziness. Yeah. What else happened in the last couple of weeks? Let's see. The D4vd, Mr. David Burke, was finally arrested, which I guess we knew it was coming. It had to come. It looked for a little bit like Homeboy was gonna get away with it. Like, a little bit, it looked like. But I don't know. They got him. They got him in there. And then you know, I was hoping it wasn't going to be like part of me. There was a part of me that was like, let it be an accident. Like, let it be they were all smoking or whatever, doing drugs, and she overdosed, and they didn't know what to do with the body, so they just were high and did some dumb shit, like threw her in the trunk. And somebody was supposed to do something else and forgot because they got high. I was hoping it wasn't as dark as it ended up being, but the real world is a very dark place. Very dark place. Turns out he might have took her out back in April. Okay, he might have ended her life back in April, and then had her body in the house, in the trunk, until September, or no, until July, right? They found her body in July, like end of the summer, 2025, July, August, maybe. No, the car got moved in July, then got towed, and then I guess they found her body like August, September, into August, into September, which is around her birthday. But I think through his case, you're finding out exactly how kind of dark and scary the internet is, and how we really need to keep our kids off of it. I think if I had life to do all over again, I would remove the screens. My kids would have had old ass Nokia flip phones, and yeah, I don't think I would have given my kids as much access as I gave them. I'm kind of lucky they didn't go as deep as maybe she went, but they could have. And maybe even Drew probably did. Like, I don't know what, I really wasn't paying attention because I was working, so they were home on games and all that stuff. But that is like the probably the most dangerous place you can put your kids, is at home on the internet playing those games all the time. Dangerous people, dangerous. There's another part of me that feels like this is also like some crazy Black Mirror episode, almost like some artist. I don't know what came first. I don't know if the album came first, and then after they had the album, they needed to find publicity around it, or if her death came first, and it was like, this, my life is over anyway. I'm gonna use this to send myself off the right way. Because a lot of the stuff around it seems kind of like planted to me. I don't know. Like, if you had her and you wanted to get rid of the body, they had the time to really get rid of her body. And they could have, but they didn't. They left it, in my opinion, to be found. Then they also left it in his car to be found. They also, like, I don't know, even his whole, like, internet history to me, like how he met her, the Discord, who was I watching? True Crime with Strategic he found this whole like expose on, I forgot the name of it. It was like 747 or something like that. It was like these Discord groups that have kids that are grabbing like young people to get on. And then when they're on there, they're like showing them like gory nastiness and getting them to show them stuff. Like there was like this whole like textortion kind of thing going on in this town where this kid was pretty much getting people to like blackmailing people into sending him stuff. Like he exposed all of that, but then that group is so big, like it's bigger than you think. And David was a part of those groups and stuff. So they're like grabbing kids and just corrupting them almost. But back to what I was saying about like, and then if you look at like how the whole theme behind his last album was essentially around how she died. Like he did music videos depicting how she died. He had a whole like comic book thing about how she died. He the way he took off her finger, all of that stuff, like all of that was all derived from comic books, which he then did in real life, which he then used as the theme. Like he had a whole coffin and had people signing in. When you went to his concert, you were signing a book for it to say you attended the funeral. And he had a casket, which was like her size, at his concert. So when you came in, you were coming to the funeral. And the whole album is about his relationship with her and her death. So what better publicity than to do that and then use the court case and all of that as like the soundtrack to his album, is like the soundtrack to the court case or whatever. I don't know. Maybe that's a stretch. I don't know. But it feels like the internet has people doing things, like creating situations. Like people get on here and do fake story times. Like they'll make up a whole story about a thing and then let that lead into a thing that they're selling. Like some lady did a whole who was doing it? I think I was watching Bose, and she did this woman did a whole story time about how my psychiatrist knew I was in love with him and he didn't dismiss me and he exploited me and da. So she was doing story times every day about how she was telling him and that he was exploiting her by not dismissing her as a client, but he never did anything wrong. Like it was ridiculous. Or one lady got on and was like, oh, how my story time about how my daughter stole my husband, how my husband left me for my daughter or some shit. And the whole time, when you get to the end of it, that's not what it was at all. Like he didn't leave her. Like or some guy did one about how he went on a date with a girl and it was a bad date, but he had a 4-chapter story time about it and nobody believed him. They're like, oh, stop the cat be lying. Like I do feel like there's going to be a lot of like, you have to go next level extreme on the internet to get stuff done, and that is going to start to lead to people like harming other people. Like those 2 little girls that got arrested at school that had the whole plot to kill somebody, and they were like, oh, we're going to be the next true crime case. Like they literally said that while they were writing through the police and stuff like that. So that's my little theory on the D4vd thing, that it's all low-key publicity, because I mean it's either that or the record label takes a life insurance policy out on you and then they set you up to die. I don't know. XXX, that's what I think happened. Allegedly, in my opinion. But yeah, it's really weird. I don't know if I told you that. I think I told you, but I don't know if I posted that video yet. I had started taking Ozempic like 3 weeks ago. I can't tell if it's working yet. I don't know. Sometimes I look and I'm like, all right, maybe I am losing some weight. And then I look and I'm like, damn, my face fat again. But I don't know if I did it. I'm not sure if I would recommend it to other people. It feels like what I've learned from this is that it is not helping me lose weight. It is helping me with my cravings for food. I felt like if it was in front of me, I had to eat. My big girl was in full effect. Okay, that's what it was doing. My hunger was doing. I had to eat if it was time to eat. If it wasn't time to eat, I had to eat. If I was bored, I had to eat. If I got to work, I had to eat. If we sit down work and we're bored, I felt like I needed to eat. Like all of a sudden it was like, yeah, let's eat. That first like week on Ozempic, I didn't want to eat nothing. My stomach was afraid to eat. Okay, I freaking was I was hmm, I threw up for the first like day, first 2 days, the first night, straight throwing up. Okay, till I had nothing left to throw up. So if you are going to start Ozempic or any of those medications, I suggest starting empty stomach. Make sure you have nothing in your body to vomit up. Make sure you have nothing in your body to poop out, because eventually that came too. Um, and then what else? Stay hydrated, because that was dehydrated, because that was serious. Yeah, don't take it and have a full stomach. Like, I don't know how people take this and still eat like how they normally eat. I don't know. Like, I had no desire for food. So the first like 3 days, I wasn't eating at all. That fourth day, I started feeling crazy. Like, nah, I can't exist like this. I eat like a cucumber. I had to eat something to calm my body down. Because I also did the gastric sleeve, which I don't know if I stretched my stomach back out to its normal size. I don't think that's what I did to myself. I think I was just eating crazy, and my body was like, I was just eating too much. Not volume wise, but just like sugar, and nothing I was eating was good for me, and everything I was eating was just sticking to my body. So when you're hungry, like when you go empty stomach on the sleeve, when you get that sleeve, that empty feeling is like a gut punch. Like you feel like you just got kicked in the stomach. It is the worst. That you're probably not that hungry, but when you with that sleeve, you feel like you feel like you ain't eaten a month when you probably only went like a day and a half, 3 days. So that fourth day no eating, right at your solar plexus. I felt it right there. It was horrible. Like that, they call it like hollow, or I don't know if I made up that term, but they said it's like a hollow feeling, like you feel hollow. It's beyond that when you're on the O and when you're have the sleeve. So I had to eat something, but I was eating good. Like when I did eat, it was a little bit. I couldn't even go near like a cupcake or a snack or something. One of our coworkers brought crumble cookie in, and I was like, I can't. Like my mind kind of wanted to, but I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not fucking with that at all. So it did quiet the appetite down, and it did, because I was so hungry. It was like, bitch, you better eat something that's gonna sustain you. Don't eat no junk food. Eat something that's gonna sustain you. So I was doing it. The only thing I think I did that I can still do is like maybe drink my coffee. But even that, it's been like sugar free, like not completely sugar free, but like I'll heat the creamer up so that tastes a little sweet, and then pour that in the coffee, and then that's what I've been doing. But yeah, I don't know. When I feel my appetite come back, I take the Ozempic. Only because I don't take the dose the way the thing told me to take the dose. I like turn that thing like you have to have the pen and then turn the dial to like the number 2. It's like a 2 milliliter dose or some shit like that. So I go like halfway, because the full dose I can't. I would have to not eat. Like I'm supposed to. It's a weekly shot, so I'm supposed to take it Tuesday, and you feel it. Like you feel when that dose is running out. Like you could tell. So I dialed it down. Like I didn't go all the way to 2. I probably went like halfway the last 2 weeks. That's how I did it. We'll see. I think I lost like I was at like I'm not saying what I was at, but I think I lost like 10 pounds. I just want to get back down to the weight I was a year after the surgery, because I think that was fine. If I can get to that weight and then work on maintaining that, I'll be good. But yeah. Oh, the Tanner Horner case. I was paying attention to that case too. That disturbs me. It disturbs me that they're trying to use him being autistic as an excuse for what he did, and that's not it at all. Like he he's a sicko. He's a PDF or whatever you call. Yeah, he's a PDF. He planned it. He had every opportunity to be like, nah, I'm not gonna do this, and still did it. Like he thought he was about to. He thought he was about to be like some type of serial or whatever. Like there's no excuse for what he did. Autism is not an excuse for what he did. There's no excuse for it. And as much as he's sitting there trying to be like, I found God and I apologize, but nah. I feel like if he was really remorseful, and I guess no one's gonna do this. Like you have to be like the most righteous of righteous people, but I think if he was remorseful for what he did, he would throw himself at the mercy of the court and just take whatever the punishment is for him. Like if DP is on the table, just take the DP. Like just do it. That's what you deserve. You earned it. Like you earned it. And I feel bad for the juror. Like I hope I'm never on a jury. Like I hope I never get married. God, please. Like I hope I never do it. I understand it's all of our responsibility. Um, we all want fairness if we ever have to find, if we ever find ourselves in trouble and have to go to court. We all want fairness. But I hope, hope. I'm never on a jury for something like that because I could never. I would never recover from having to listen to what those jurors had to listen to. They had to listen to him just destroy that little girl. And what kills me the most about it is he, like, he saw, maybe he didn't recognize it, but to know that his mom went through shit like that, went through being abused, and maybe it's because she didn't get help. And maybe that's my lesson or whatever, is that if something happens to you, no matter how traumatic it is, you have to kind of try and deal with it and get help, whatever that looks like for you. Because his, not that it's his mom is not to blame, but life is a bunch of causes and effects, right? And if she had gotten help for what happened to her, she wouldn't have landed in the relationship that she landed in where she produced Tanner, right? And then he wouldn't have grown up in the, even with the Asperger's or with the autism, he wouldn't have grown up in the environment that he grew up in that spawned the nasty little monster that did what he did. It's not her fault. Okay, he did it. But if things had worked out to where she got help and she wasn't using drugs and all of that stuff to cope, maybe she would have taught him, you don't do this to people. You don't harm people this way. Because let's say he did what he did to Athena and then he didn't kill her. If she couldn't get the help that she needed, which I'm pretty sure she was just based off how her parents are, or based off what I see from her parents in court, like I don't know, or what I've seen from them on TV, I'm sure Athena, if Athena did survive it, she would have got the help she needed. But if the mom had survived, had gotten the help that she needed, like we wouldn't have had a Tanner. Or if we did have a Tanner because it's just in his genes because his dad was a creep, maybe, I don't know, maybe Tanner could have grown up the type to protect kids from stuff like that and not harm them. He don't need to be around nobody, kid, not even his own. He don't need to be around nobody. He need to be under the jail. Like, I just don't get. I don't get why we going through. I understand it's a process, but I don't get why y'all going through all of that for him. He don't deserve it. It's other people out there that are on this spectrum and are way more delayed and may have messed up and hurt somebody by accident, and they don't get any of that. They don't get any benefit of the doubt. Why are we trying to give him benefit of the doubt? I don't know. I don't know. I just hope there's no bleeding hearts on that jury. I hope there's nobody sitting there like, oh, poor this guy. He got bullied as a kid. Okay, he was a kid. You're an adult now. I got bullied as a kid. Okay, everybody was picking on me when I was little. How I ate, how I dressed. You know what I'm saying? Because my dad was kind of a crackhead. Like, I got picked on as a kid. You overcome shit. You don't use that as an excuse to take it out on everybody else or a little ass kid. I don't know. That was a darker part of this week. But I don't know. If you guys had anything that came up for y'all this week that y'all want to share, let me know, you know? Anything good happened this week for me? Not that nothing bad. Like, I did get some repeat clients for massage, so that was good. I mean, I can't complain. Their work is good. They paid me in advance, which in a way, I was starting to be like, oh, you don't have to pay me now. We can wait day of. But if they had it now and they wanted to pay now, let me let them pay now. My challenge is going to be not spending that money before the session. So I'm gonna just leave that in the account that it's in. I'm not gonna spend it. I kind of wish they didn't. Money be burning holes in my pockets. Like, I don't be needing money. I need, no, let me take that back. I do need money. Universe, please. I need money. But money be burning a hole in my pocket, bro. What else happened this week? Money be like having me messed up. Yeah, that was it. I think that's it for this week. I think I'm gonna post this, see what it do. I'm gonna put it up to see if I can put I had to use my phone because none of my stuff on my computer was charged. Apparently everything just sits up here dying. It's plugged in, but if the computer isn't on, it's not charging, which is but yeah. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think, please. Let me know how your week is going. You know, this can be a two-way conversation, you know. And let's get through this next week together. I'm gonna try to get back in a sense of posting the way I'm supposed to post on here. Stuff just was happening and I would just be tired, like no energy for nothing at all. But let me know, please, please, please let me know what you guys think. Let me know how your week is going. Let me know how life is treating y'all. If it's bad and you need to vent and let it out somewhere, let it out here. I'm sure somebody in the comments will give you some encouragement. Hopefully more than the encouragement that the comments gives me. But peace out. Y'all take care.